Okay, so here's the setup. It's 1980. Mount St. Helens has not erupted yet. It's this perfect cone on the northern horizon. It's just like Mount Hood in a way, not quite as tall, almost as popular, and just as beautiful. And suddenly, around spring break of that year, ironically, there began a series of earthquakes. It came in swarms. Day after day, there were these earthquakes. And we were reminded by geologists Mount St. Helens is an active volcano. Oh, what could happen? What could happen? Speculation, but nothing. And day after day, we would check, we'd look at the mountain, and more earthquake activity, but that was it. And more speculation and more speculation. On the morning of March 27th, Mike Beard, who was a member of the KGW radio news staff, of which I was the news director, persuaded me to take the traffic airplane and fly over Mount St. Helens just to have a look, just to see, maybe file a description, file a report about how beautiful it is and the potential there is for something to happen. And something happened. And Mike was the first to discover it. And here's a recording of what was broadcast on March 27th, 1980.
This is John Erickson with the news bulletin from KGW Radio. KGW reporter Mike Beard is now in an airplane over Mount St. Helens. And Mike, go ahead and tell us what is happening. You are over Mount St. Helens. What is happening?
We are directly over Mount St. Helens right now. We are at the 10,000-foot level, and there is no question at all that the volcanic activity has begun. You can see smoke and ash pouring from the top of the mountain, especially on the north side of the mountain. There is no lava yet, but you can see a definite amount of smoke and ash. The ash is going down along the slopes of the mountain, probably falling 1,000 feet or so, and the ash is very, very evident against the stark white snow along the side.
My heart was pounding, as you can imagine. I mean, this was live on the air, and it was breaking news in a big way. I should tell you that before we did the broadcast, I made a couple of phone calls. I called the U.S. Geological Survey, which had sent some geologists to the area to monitor the situation. And I was on the telephone with them, with a geologist named Don Molyneux. At the time, Beard was doing this report. And Molyneux was feeding me questions because he wanted to know the answer. So I asked Beard.
Okay, Mike, is this directly coming from the top of Mount St. Helens, or is it from someplace on the side? To the best of my knowledge, John, it looks like it's right at the top of the mountain. Just a little to the north side of the top, but almost right from the top. It's very warm up there, by the way. It is almost barren of snow now, so it's obvious there's a lot of heat pouring out of the top of the mountain. Okay, is it putting some kind of a plume into the air from Mount St. Helens? There is no plume evident, but you can see smoke pouring out, but it's only very light. There's not a large plume. It would not be evident from any great distance. Is the crater of any size, Mike? Yes, indeed, John. There is a crater. It's a large hole, and it's directly on top. I would guess that it's about 500 by 1,000 feet or so, and that is where all of this volcanic activity is coming from now.
Great job by Mike Beard. Terrific job by Mike. And you occasionally hear that tape played at Mount St. Helens museums up in the volcano. It turns up in a couple of books here and there. In the scheme of things, it was not a big eruption at all. It was a tea kettle compared to the atomic bomb that would go off a couple of months later. But anyway, that happened, and my colleague Mike Beard did a superlative job, and that happened on March 27th of 1980.